streaming, supposedly. No, I wasn't. My stream didn't even start. I hope it started now. I hope it did. Yay, it started actually. Yay, finally. Sorry if my voice sounds a little weird. I just woke up a few minutes ago. So yeah, my sister's off to college now. I'm wearing trans tape again, yay, and that's just because I finally was able to wear it properly because my chest healed a lot better. I do have band-aids over some of the wounds, and that's just because they're probably not going to heal for a week, and I really wanted to wear trans tape. And also, happy Pride Month. Pride Month is now engaged. I'm a day late. It's just, I was honestly so contemplating on streaming around like 11 at night, but I was like, I'm too tired. Yeah, I went to bed. I went to bed around like midnight. But yeah, there's that. So happy Pride Month. Y'all slay the day, slay the month. Go to Pride parades if you can. I really want to. I just have to see if I have a ride to be able to go there. Because I know for sure my parents won't take me. What else? I don't know, man. Oh yeah, name change. So, as you see, it's no longer beloved Damien, it's beloved Ark. And Ark is, the proper, initials of my name, my first, middle, and last name, which y'all can know my first name. So, I've had Damien as my first name since I was like 13 years old. But since I'm thinking about legally changing my name, I thought about it and I was like, I don't think I look like a Damien, so I won't have it as a Damien, and that I'll just change it. So I do plan on legally changing my name sooner or later. And Ace was my middle name, and you know, everyone called me Ace. I felt happy and confident and comfortable with Ace. Everyone knows me as Ace. So I just was like, so I just got rid of Damien and moved my middle name. But I was like, dude, I don't want to keep like my older middle name, which is a very, 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 very stereotypical middle name of the good old Marie. So I said that I don't want my middle name to be that. So I changed my middle name to something that starts with an R. And that sounds really cool and it rolls off the tongue. And I first talked about it with my boyfriend before completely putting it out there on my Instagram. So yeah, that's why you see a name change. Instead of it being Beloved Damien, it's Beloved Ark. It's Beloved and then my initials of my name. And oh my gosh, chat, yesterday I was playing Minecraft with my boyfriend, and because of how much Schedule 1 I've played, I have been mixing up my controls for it, and it made me kind of angry. Because I was like, dude, I keep pressing E to interact. And yeah, it was super funny, but it also sucked a lot. And then I got a little used to it. But then after that, I kept pressing E sometimes out of nowhere, and that's about it. I finally got the golden skateboard. This thing is the go. I need to go sell my cruiser. But yeah, I just wanted to stream since my sister's off to college. I probably have nothing planned. I haven't gotten a call to go to work. So yeah, here I am. The first time I wore my trans tape was I stretched it a little too far. So like the middle of my chest were hurting. So yeah, no longer stretch them that far anymore. But it makes my very much D cups look like a B cup to like an A cup, so I take it. It still gives me a little bit of chest, but not as big as it used to be. And I will take that very happily. So, yeah, there's that. What else is there to talk about? It's summer break for everybody. So, hopefully y'all don't mind if I stream super, like, decently early or decently late for whatever your times are. It's about 10 o'clock right now. Cool. So yeah, there's that. I've been doing a lot of grinding on Schedule 1 on my other account, and I'm actually super good at it. I'm not gonna lie, I hated the packagers. So I kind of fired mine because I wanted the packager to be like somebody who grabs the like ingredients to make meth and put it into the chemistry station, but they were doing a very horrible job at it. Like it was super bad, so I just fired them and I do it myself now. 20, 40, 60, 80. Let's see, I do 80 bags. Yeah. One time while playing, I got randomly searched because I got a little too close to a cop, and it was very awkward and very scary. I had a heart attack. What else is interesting? I had to help my sister move in, so my hands are very sore. I probably have, it's not as, it could be like slight carpal tunnel, because I get carpal tunnel sometimes. And so yeah, like, it hurts. So I have to deal with that now. And it also sucks because of it pinned, like I have a ring on my hand where I was pulling the most, which is my left hand. And so, my ring pinched my finger and it hurt a lot. Cause yeah, my sister brought like a duffel bag and 2 suitcases and her backpack and stuff. which luckily we brought home one of the suitcases and the duffel bag because my grandpa just gave it to her, so she doesn't have to do multiple trips up the stairs. And then because of like how much physical like pulling I had to do while also like walking upstairs, like 3 flights of stairs, I felt like I was about to have an asthma attack, which was super fun. Yeah, there was that. I don't know what else, chat. I'm gonna be real. Wait, better idea. Let's place you right there real quick. So sorry, I'm silent right now. I'm locking in. See, oh, then it makes it like 10 times easier for me. Because the bigger one is up front. Well, in the back. See, boom, genius. What time is it? It is 6 o'clock. I am going to... There we go. I hit the car. Totally by purpose. What else is really interesting? This weekend I may hang out with my friend for a Pride event. But this is if, my friend's brother doesn't bring their boyfriend. And I'm like, I don't want to be rude, but I hope the boyfriend doesn't want to go because I want to go so badly. Or if the boyfriend does go, he doesn't take the parents' car. He takes his own parents' car. That's what I'm hoping, bro. I'm like hoping and praying and begging and pleading. I may ask. Oh, that's my man. That's my man. I love my man. I was showing him off my trans tape. I need to throw trash soon. Deep do file. I don't remember, chat. Wee. I'm rewatching Markiplier playing West of Loathing, and that game is so fucking funny. So whenever I get money, chat, I'm gonna buy West of Loathing, and then we're gonna name our guy something super silly. Also, fun fact, I think my dad doesn't follow my streams, but he does acknowledge the fact I stream, and he's pretty chill with that. I also learned that my dog loves bonfires for some reason. Ooh, nice $32. I say like I'm penny pinching. I don't think I should launder money, but I think I should go buy another place. Should I buy another place chat? I don't know, man. I'm just trying to build up my business compared to like my other one. My other one is huge. I have a huge business. I'm already at the docks. I am making it seem like I'm going to the barn. I'm not going to the barn, chat. I don't have the barn on this save. Nah, it's not worth it. I'm gonna wait till I get at least 7K for that. Because then, if I do that, I would only be left with like 800, like $1,000 at most, so that's not fun. Oh yeah, and on my personal save, I now have a net worth of like 100K, which I find super cool. I was actually talking to my boyfriend. I was like, yeah, I have like a net worth of 80K, and then he starts bringing up real work, and I was like, in my video game chat, I'm poor. How could I have a net worth of like 100K? Oh yeah, I was about to treat this like the other packing station. But yeah, me and my boyfriend both agreed to do a little like Minecraft series together. And he will be the non-talking friend of the protagonist, kind of like in, what was his name? Stampy Longnose? Or was it Big Ears? I don't remember. I personally never watched Stampy. I watched maybe a couple of his videos when I was younger, but I never watched Stampy. I was an avid Dan TDM and popular MMOs watcher, and I was very sad whenever I saw the police cam video of what they were doing to Patrick, what they were doing to Mr. Pat himself, because he, I think, got arrested again because he was very intoxicated, laying on the floor, very poor, just wanting to get everything over with, pretty much being really depressed. And I hope they, instead of taking him to jail for trying to run, they take him to rehab and maybe a mental institute. Like, not really an institute, but more of like taking him somewhere to help him better his mental health, because he definitely has something wrong. But yeah, it made me really sad seeing that, because like popular MMOs and gaming with Jen were like the biggest Minecraft YouTubers ever to me. Like, I loved them so much as a kid, and barely hearing anything from Gaming with Jen. I think her last video was talking about like Pat and Jen's like book, but she's now a wife and has kids with her new husband, and Pat is still in a very toxic relationship. And is struggling with alcohol and drug abuse. And that makes me really sad, because I loved him. I loved popular MMOs as a kid. Like, I strive to have their type of marriage when I was younger. Be like, this is because I watched them when they were married, and then I stopped watching them like a couple years after they were married. And then I never knew that they got divorced, and I was very devastated, because I was like, in a way, And so, yeah, I was just very sad about like everything happening. But yeah, I loved Popular Memos. I miss them so much. Sometimes I'll watch their like older videos. Um, Pat, I think, became a whatchamacallit. Oh, what are they called? Podcast people? Like he started a podcast with a couple people and just talked on there, and yeah. It makes me sad. It really does. I was so devastated because like so many people were talking about it. And I was like, "No, don't tell me this happened," cuz I remember the last one where um he was charged with battery, him and his girlfriend at the time. And that's cuz she had like severe bipolar or something. But he also, I swear to God, he also might have severe bipolar. And the way he looked, oh, my heart ached because he used to go to the gym like all the time. He was a really strong, buff guy, and now he like looks like he let himself go. He has a beer belly now. Like he does not look happy. He looks very scruffy. It's just, oh, my heart aches. It was so sad seeing it. And then like seeing people do edits of like what they used to be, like what Popular Memos used to be, what they would post, whenever Pat and Jen got married. It's just, oh, it hurts so much. And I don't follow Jen on Twitter or Popular Memos on Twitter anymore. I should, but honestly it's hard to figure out which one is the real person, especially with Gaming with Jen, because I think she has a private account. And then the also really sad thing, other than all of that, is how Pat doesn't have any money really due to his alcohol and drug abuse, to the point where they had to give him a public attorney for people who can't afford or don't have a lawyer.
No.
And that just made me really sad, because I was like, dude, I looked up to this guy. What happened? Like, so much has changed since, like, I don't know, when was it? It was like 2016? Whenever, it was either 2016 or 2013. Hey, don't do that. Oh, okay. When they got married and made like a bunch of Minecraft YouTube videos. Like, they were like my idols, for real, for real. Kim. That took forever to do. I'm so sorry, chat. I had to like lock in. Okay, cool. I had to lock in for a second. What else is there to talk about other than childhood YouTubers? I could talk about my childhood YouTubers. So I had not a lot of childhood YouTubers, but I had a decent amount. I loved Popular Memos. I loved Gaming with Jen. I loved Dan TDM. I loved Markiplier. I loved Jacksepticeye. I loved MatPat and Game Theory in general. And those were all that I really watched as a kid, and like I never watched anything else, and I still don't watch anything else. I have like a couple new YouTubers that I watch. I loved Crank Gameplays, known as Ethan Nestor. Um, I never really watched Bob and Wade, but when I do, it's only sometimes. Like sometimes I'll watch them. They weren't like my number one favorite. I still like them. I still think they're really funny and really hilarious, and I love, like, I remember when it was Mark, Jack, Bob, and Wade, and they would play like prop hunt and stuff. It's like, ooh, the good times. It was so fun. It was so nice, and it was so silly. Um, but yeah, I loved those when I was younger, and I still do. Cool. I'm now legally able to come in now. Um, but yeah, I was very much a homebody and very much watched very specific YouTubers and only watched specific YouTubers, like completely. And I still do. Like, I still watch Jacksepticeye, I still watch Markiplier, I still watch Ethan Nestor, I still watch, actually, I don't watch Stan TDM that much anymore. I don't, never, I mean, I have a lot when I was younger, when I was in a huge Minecraft, like, YouTuber phase. But yeah, like, make it 90. But yeah, like, I loved those YouTubers, and I still do to this day. No one has ever made me not love these YouTubers. Like, they are my idols. I love them to death. Okay. This is not smart at all. Might have to get rid of the TV. There we go. Hey, now we have more room. I'll throw away the TV. I actually never used the TV at all. Like, in my other saved, I threw away the TV. I'm very good at bargaining with him. What else is there? Other than, like, favorite YouTubers. I have a back support thing now, which is really nice. Because I, like, hunch my back a lot. It's not really good for my... It's not really good for my back at all. So, yeah. I have a back support thing so I don't slouch. I'm currently rocking my Dr. Pepper shirt. I love this hoe. I don't know what to talk about, chat. That's what I hate sometimes about streaming, is because sometimes I feel like I don't know what to talk about at all. It's Pride Month. Go spread your pride. Love who you are. Be who you are. Anyways. I'm not gonna finish that because I don't want to get copyrighted on YouTube. But yeah, be proud of who you are. Be happy with who you are. Love who you want. I don't judge. Genuinely, I don't. Why? Because I'm also queer. I am also in the LGBTQ community. Specifically, the Q and the T. I have a lovely boyfriend. I love my boyfriend to death. I genuinely do. My eye is itchy, so sorry. My other eye is now itchy. But yeah, there's that. I also got a haircut. I don't think I've talked about that yet on my stream. I've talked about it everywhere but on stream. So I got a haircut. I got rid of the mullet, as in I just practically got rid of my tail. And so I kept the top. And so I either look like a butch lesbian or a teenage boy, and I rock that. I very much do. Trust. I, um, for me, like, me coming out was super crazy and very complicated. Like, I first started off, I think I was like 9 years old, and I started off being bisexual. You know, because I had like a more liking towards women than I did men, but I did still date some pretty shitty men in my life. I will say that proudly. I've admit to mistake, and I've gotten so much better because I have a wonderful boyfriend now who respects me and everything about me. Um, and then I came out as and then I didn't really come out as a lesbian, but I did very much only date women around this time, or like tried to only date women around this time, and only liked women for a while, and that's just because of I had very bad experiences with men. So I was a lesbian because I was like, maybe women will treat me better. Uh, that that was not the case. Actually, it was about equally as bad. Um, and then after that, I went and was like, and then I looked deeper into myself and I was like, actually, I don't care about gender when it comes to dating. I just care about their personality. So I was pan, and I still am pan to this day. Um, and then I came out as trans, but my dad kind of made me have a life crisis on my own gender identity. So I came out as non-binary, and then after that, I was like, but this doesn't feel right. Wrong one. It didn't feel right to me. Not at all. I didn't feel right and so I came out as like both, so like a demi boy. And so I still identify as both, but instead of using demi boy, I use agender. So I'm agender, which is really cool. And I use he, they, it pronouns. The only reason why I use it pronouns was because somebody that I thought was my friend, that I'm not really friends with, I stopped being friends with him years ago. Whenever he would say my pronouns, and if he was upset or if he was very confused, he would just call me an it. So I just put there that I'm as my pronouns as well, so they couldn't hurt me that way. So yeah, that's what I did. You know, think smarter, not harder, I guess. Um, and so I did that, and then after a while, I was questioning if I was demisexual, and turns out I was. And then as time went on, I also learned I was demi-romantic, so I'm demi-aroace as well, and I have been that way since. And it sucks because it's super hard to find a demi-aroace flag. You can only get one or the other, and I do want to buy new flags. I want to get rid of the ones I got in 2020. In 2020, I was like 14, 13. Yeah, I was about 13 years old. I had to actually do math in my head. I was about 13 years old once 2020 started. Like in 2020, I was 13. It was summer of 2020. And so I bought pride flags. I bought a pan romantic pride flag. I bought a demi boy pride flag, and I bought a progress flag, and I want to get the new progress flag that have intersex people in it, because I love my intersex besties. Like, they are one huge like feature that people don't talk about that often. Not really feature, but there's like a huge amount of people that nobody really talk about or really acknowledge sometimes, and that makes me sad, because intersex people are very cool and very interesting and wonderful. But yeah, there's that. And then I want to get a trans flag, even though I'm agender. Trans is just the umbrella term that I use, because trans is an umbrella term, because there's like trans mask, trans femme, like different, and then after that it goes under, like, trans is over the non-binary umbrella term, which, so yeah. There's that. Tee hee hee. So I want to get a trans flag. I want to get the progress flag with the intersex on it as well. And then I want to get a normal pan flag. And then I'm going to buy an Airways flag and probably use acrylic paint or fabric paint. And then just make a black triangle on it to make it represent Demi Airways. And so yeah, that's what I plan on doing. And that's what I really want to do. Because I was 13 whenever I bought these flags, still figuring everything out, and now that I've mostly figured stuff out and I feel very confident and comfortable and very acknowledged on who I am and what I identify as, to the point where I want to retire my old flags, and I'll still keep them and cherish them, because those were my first ever pride flags I've ever bought. I still keep and cherish my first ever chest binder that I bought that doesn't even fit me anymore. I still kept it, and I like put Sharpie on it saying my first ever chest binder, and then the date of which I retired it, and I'll do that with all my other flags too. And that's because I'm very proud of like my coming out story, and I'm very proud of my transition throughout the years, because I have been very, very happy with everything. Like, I've been trans since I was about, like, I knew something was wrong when I was 10, but I didn't properly come out as trans until I was like 12, maybe. Or I started acting upon it, like buying chest binders and figuring out names. I was figuring out names when I was like 11, but like actually like fully like being out there with everybody, I was about 12 years old, because I was still trying to find comfort in what it is that I was, because of, you know, the back and forth between trans and non-binary happened around 11 years old. And then as I finally got comfortable, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And then after a while, I was there like, yay, I feel more comfortable. And then I started buying chest binders around the time I was 12. Like 12, yeah, about 12 years old. And then that's practically it, man. And then ever since then, I've been trying to find other ways of like doing what I want. Like, in a weird way, I guess. Like, not weird as in weird, but as in like I'm growing. My grandma just texted me. I'll text her back in a sec. I'm gonna text her back right now. I am so sorry for hitting the mic. My face is so itchy. Uh, Okay, so sorry about that, chat. I am genuinely so sorry. I just smacked my mic around while scratching my face and biting my thumb because my thumb is itchy and my face is itchy and But yeah, like I bought like my first ever chest binder I bought was very unsafe. It was a zipper on the side. And then I think I threw those away because of I learned that they were like unhealthy, and it's also because of the zipper would give me a rash because I'm like my skin is sensitive. My skin is very sensitive to metal and stuff. So yeah, there's that. Um, so and then I bought my first ever proper chest binder from Got to Be back in 2020. So I was 13 years old when I got a proper chest binder, and I still have it. It's in a drawer, and I cherish it. I do. I genuinely do. I cherish the moments and remembrance of me growing up as a trans person and me growing to be better. My grandma really needs me though. Okay. Okay, I'll go into my grandma's room in like 20 minutes because she says come to my room whenever, like, when you can. So, yeah, I'll do that in like 20 minutes because I'm a little busy, Grandma. I love you. She just wants to ask a question. I don't know what it is. Um, but yeah, I need 16. Um, so sorry, chat. I had a brain fart. And then I bought trans tape off of Amazon, and the trans tape did not work, and so I just used it to help with like covering my watch because my watch straps are made of rubber, and so it would give me burns, and I didn't like that, so I used it only for that. And soon I bought new um, binders from Wovo Wivov. I don't know. It's like WIVOV. And that's when I bought my chest binders, and I bought 2 of them, and I love my chest binder. It's so much more breathable. It's so much more nicer. But it's so sad because I bought 2 of them, both the same size, but one's a different color because I bought a skin color and then I bought a black one. And even though they're both a large, the black one was too tight on me, so I gave it to one other friend who is trans, but they have like transphobic parents and stuff, and so they're hiding it from their parents. Well, for me, my parents are transphobic and homophobic, and I don't hide it from them, and that's just because I'm a little fortunate at the fact that they don't. They're fine with me being queer, but they don't believe that I am, and they are not okay with me being trans, but they don't say anything because they know it would hurt my feeling if they said something, and so they just act like they don't care. It's crazy, am I right? So yeah, I have a chest binder from Wivov or whatever. I love that chest binder to death. And then I also bought trans tape off of Wivov. Like, that's like the most recent trans thing I bought because I wanted my chest to be flatter, or at least a little bit flatter. For a lot longer, and Wivov's like chest like trans tape lasts meg at the gas mart. Um and so was like, I want to wear them longer, and then for these I could wear them to like at most like 10 days, which I find really nice. Here, Meg. So yeah, the first time I wore them, I stretched it a little too tight, so I had to completely take them off, and a little like I didn't have enough oil, so I kind of ruin my skin that way. Oh, so I have to get friendly with these people. So I have to get friendly with Meg or Jerry. I wonder where Jerry is. But yeah, there's that. Uh, so yeah. Trans tape, awesome. It makes my D cups, like my D almost double D cups, look more like A cup to B cup, which makes me really happy. Since it's not normal for it to be completely flat, I want it to be completely flat, but I'm more on the chubbier side, so it kind of makes sense that I would have a little bit extra, like, fat up on top. So, yeah. There's that. And I'm very proud with my trans journey, and I'm very proud with my, like, queer story. Because, like, what I do to shorten everything when somebody asks me what I am, and I don't want to tell them, like, oh, I'm trans, pan, demi-romantic, or like demi-always pan and trans. I just go, I'm agender and queer, you know? Like, I love, I love the state of my security, and I love the state of what I identify myself as. But jeez Christ, guys, I love myself so much that I don't want to bear the burden of re-explaining everybody what the hell those mean. Because some people are like, what does that mean? Like, girl, I love you and all, but my god, you know? So, I just say I'm trans and queer because people very much understand what that means. So yeah, there's that. That's what I do, personally. Personally, that's what I do. So very secure with who I am as a person. Oh shit, or I could buy the bungalow. I don't know what to picture. I'm about to do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This one. So, I'd like to purchase a property. Storage unit. Yeah. So, it's super weird for me, because when I do eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I pick the one that I did not, like, finish off on, because it's like catch a tiger by its toe. If it hollers, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. So, if you, like, catch it, you have to let it go. So, you have to click on the other one. That's just how I think eeny, meeny, miny, mo goes. So yeah, I do need to buy more weed. I should take some money out of my bank account and put it into cash. Withdraw like $1,000. Yeah, coming out journey. Yay! I'm 18 years old and already very secure with it. Oh, guys, I might have to leave because I may go to Walmart. See ya, chat. Let me go save real quick, and then I'm gonna end this here. Happy Pride Month. Be loud and be proud. Love yourself. If not, other people will love you for who you are. You're not alone. You'll never be alone. In any struggle you do, there's always somebody who will understand you and somebody who will love you. But yeah, happy Pride. I love you all. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.